Hey everyone, welcome to Callous Comics Live, and wow, it has been a while. It has been a while since we've done this. Let me adjust the volume of stuff a bit. Alright, yeah, so it's been a while, and I gotta tell you, I've been busy. My medical career has advanced a bit, which kind of took some time away from my ability to make comics, at least in every sense of the word, whether physically able to because of being tired or emotionally or pandemic did a number of me too. I had to find my own way to get past all of that. One way of which was video games, so I've been playing a lot of video games. But now here I am, to really accentuate just how long it has been. I'm looking at the date of the comic strip that you see right now on your screen. I finished inking this way back in May, and it's already August. I did go on vacation for a little bit. I was in the US, and I'll be going back to the US again in a couple of weeks, actually, for Emerald City Comic Con. So if you're in the Seattle area, do head on over to the Washington State Convention Center from August 18 to 21. I will be there in the Artist Alley. You can find me there as Carlos S1 at table N. That's November 02. So please do pass by and say hi if you are in the Seattle area, or if you're heading there for Emerald City Comic Con, one of my favorite events. The reason why there's a late announcement is because I got in via the waitlist, but nevertheless, I am grateful. So, let's get down to making some comics. I hope everyone is fine and dandy tonight. Now, this comic strip will have some challenges. I've brought back a character that I haven't had in the comic strip in quite a while. It's this tree in the backyard of Dr. Rian's house. And in the first appearance of this tree, it had a conversation with Calduck, and it's having another conversation with Calduck again today. The challenge I had with this tree for this comic strip, hang on. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm using a different music player, so sometimes things get a little screwy.
This point, I just might call you. To be honest.
Ooh, what is going on? Okay. Maybe we'll skip that track. For those of you who don't know, it's actually tough to find music to play for these streams, especially since I am streaming in three websites right now. We are simultaneously live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So thank you to everyone who dropped by. My alert box and my chat might not be working properly, so please do forgive me if things don't work. Maybe I do need a workaround for that. But anyway, let's get started in making comics. The challenge I have for this strip is like a lot of us, I messed up with the layers. So I think we're fine with my template layer, as you can see. But I'm having issues with the first panel because I actually inked on the pencil layer in the first panel. So that sucks, but I think I'll be able to work around that. The rest of the comic strip is done as usual. So, what I believe I must do is, actually I need to select more than one layer for this. I'll be selecting all the layers layers there, and then... Oh, I can't do that. Okay, we'll have to do it one layer at a time. Do adjustments, convert it to black and white. Why is nothing happening? We'll have to get rid of the cyan channel. Nothing's happening. That's weird. Maybe I have the wrong layer. Oh, apparently I do. Okay, so this layer... This is why most professional artists name their layers. I'm one of those who does not, and I apologize. So, we will be needing to go to adjustments, and then black and white. We should take care of the first panel here. And we'll get rid of the cyan channel. That'll get rid of the pencils. Okay, awesome. Now for the rest... Hey Flimsy Kitten, thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. And don't be a stranger. Are you who I think you are? I know a Flimsy Kitten. A great cartoonist named Rachel Smith has a... Oh, it is Rachel Smith! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for joining me! I'm a little starstruck. Wow, okay. Hey, welcome to my Twitch. I don't know if you remember, we actually met once, way back in maybe 2016, 2017 at MCM London Comic Con. Actually traveled all the way from my country for that. I'm from the Philippines, I'm streaming from the Philippines. And yeah, I bought your books, got to meet you. Highlight of my trip, to be honest. So everyone, do check out Rachel Smith. She has some fantastic comics. Oh, NYCC? I attended NYCC in, I believe it was 2016. No, I'm not sure. But no, I don't think we actually spoke in NYCC. Although I did, I did have a conversation with, his name is escaping me. I can't believe I'm the artist of V for Vendetta, and he did Aces Weekly, I believe. He's the editor. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Yes, David Lloyd, that's right, the great David Lloyd. Good friends with one of my, unfortunately late friends, the great Jerry Allen Eland. And, but yes, I did bring you up with the great David Lloyd. And he had nothing but great things to say about you, actually. Anyway, where am I? Wow, you being in my stream just threw me off track. Let's see. That's right, on this panel, I have the issue also of... So, since you came in a bit late, I'm trying to solve an issue I have because I inked on my pencil layer. It happens, I know, but it's no less annoying. So I'm trying to make a workaround with what little Photoshop know-how I have. Black and white. I do need to get rid of the magenta layer. Oh, okay, that stinks. I'll need to go back and redo everything. Adjustments, black and white. Get rid of the cyan. I'm on the wrong layer again. Okay, get rid of cyan and magenta. There we go. Nice, alright. So, oh no. Okay, we have another issue. This big splotch of pencils here went over one of my lines. But I can remedy that. There we go. Alright, let's do that again. We got it now. Image, adjustments, black and white, get rid of cyans and the magentas. Okay. Alright, now I gotta get this ready for newsprint. Oh no, first I need to flatten everything. Layer, flatten. I'm a little rusty. I penciled this comic strip way back in May, and I've been pretty busy, so I've flattened it. I need a image size. I get up to 600 dpi. Threshold. Get rid of all that anti-aliasing. Cool. Next, gotta separate our line work, and to do that, gotta select everything. So Control A, C, Control. Oh no, yes, Control V. Is that right? Yeah. Invert it. And then we gotta do this stuff I don't fully understand. Alt, this thing. No, I messed up again. What the hell? Okay, here we go. Control A, C, Control J. Alt this, alt that. Control V, I. Go back to the original. And then apply layer mask. Can I do that again? Oh, there, apply layer mask. There we go. And that would have separated my line work from the rest of it. Oh, before I continue, yeah, as I said, I need to get everything ready for newsprint, as this will be published in a newspaper, so I'll need to change the mode to CMYK. And then, I will need to go back to my line work layer. Okay, unfortunately things are not working out with my music player. Get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Where am I in all this? Okay, we've made everything CMYK. We've selected my line work layer. Next, we'll have to do threshold again to get everything to 100K. We can confirm it in the information window. And yes, everything is 100% K. We're ready. Ready to color. Now, the amazing comic artist Gilbert Monsanto, who's done work for publications in the United States and in the Philippines, he made a Facebook post way back about not closing your lines. And it'll give a lot of problems for the person who is going to color your work. And that person being me for my artwork, it does pose a lot of problems. But fortunately today, at least for this part, we don't have any issues. Awesome. I am one of those who very rarely strays from the standard Photoshop swatch set. I only have maybe 2 swatches that I've added to the standard set. So every now and then I do. Oh no! Close your lines. Anything else? Any problem here? Actually color the sky very light because I'm taking into account that the newspaper that does publish Callous, their actual newsprint paper is a little bit darker. It's not completely white, so I do try to take that into account when I choose my colors. Oop, no. Another thing is, yes, I mainly only do flat fills for the comic strip unless I want something a bit more dramatic. That is not the case today. This will be a... Oh no, there will be one panel where I will go the extra yard. Again, I do have to thank the absolutely wonderful comic artist Rachel Smith for dropping by. I was a huge fan of hers. I still am. From the days of her blog all the way till she's become a pretty frequent comic publisher, comic producer. My goodness, I am really slow today. I'm that rusty. Oh heck yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did follow your blog way back. And it's yes, it was a very uplifting blog. So I know you were doing it for yourself, but you did help out, at least me, to go through my days. One good thing, there it is. I was trying to remember the name of your blog. Oh dear. Okay. And thank you for continuing to follow my comics, even though it's been months. This is the longest that I haven't done a comic strip ever since maybe 2009. It's or not 2000, since 2010. So it's been quite a break. I did go on vacation, so there's that, but work has kept me from making comics. And another fantastic comic artist is on the stream over on Facebook, so thank you to Tepay Pascual, the magnificent author of Judy Cabal Comics. Another medical comic, or medically set comic. I hope all is well, Tepay, and thank you for joining me. And hello to Dr. Amy, who actually is the inspiration for one of the characters in Callous comics. Kind of obvious who that would be. I hope you're having a great night, Amy. Oh. Oh, that's not right either. Okay. Again, to everyone watching, I will be in Seattle from August 16 to 21 at Emerald City Comic Con. If you're in the area or if you're going there, please head on over to the Washington State Convention Center. I will be in the Artist Alley in booth or table N. That's November 02. That's not that far away. I'm super underprepared for that. I'm just trying to get my my comic making groove back. Then all of a sudden, hey, you have a table in Emerald City Comic Con. I'm like, oh no. Not entirely happy with Calduck here, but it's good enough. Thank you again to Tepay Pascual, the amazing Tepay Pascual, for the like, and thank you to Antonio Portacio for the like over on Facebook. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Ames says, I was at ATC tonight. They're out of stock of Toxic and Land of the Guardians. Do you still have? Oh, if you went to Common Room, they actually never got Toxic. That's my latest book. I never brought that to bookstores, so the only place you can get it is on Shopee or Lazada, online. Land of the Guardians, that's the tough one. I'm out of stock. Sorry about that. Land of the Guardians, is there a place you can still get it? No, I think, yeah, it's out everywhere. So my last convention over at ToyCon, a guy actually came by and he brought an old he bought a copy of Land of the Guardians that he bought off a third-party seller. He got that and brought it to me for signing. Yeah, I'm sorry, Amy. I do plan to not reprint it, but actually redraw it. So one of these days, it will be back. I do want to go back to the the fantasy side of Callous Comics. There's a storyline I've been working on for years called Rainfall. And hopefully I can also make a reprint of Land of the Guardians once that gets released. As for this one, this tree, I do want it a little bit more dramatic. But, oh no, that's the wrong swatch. But that might take a lot of work if I do continue with what I have in mind. And this being a newspaper comic strip will be actually published quite small, so it might not be worth it. Stuff like that I do have to take into consideration. But right now I'm following the great Gilbert Monsanto's advice, which is to close your lines. I'm trying to find any little... these are silly stuff. That's from the pencils that were over the template line. This and this. I didn't have to do that. So I think we're sort of okay. Let's see what happens. Sorry everyone, this is actually a little tough, this particular panel. We're actually looking up into a tree's canopy. So I'm trying to get that effect. I don't know if I'll be able to, really, to be perfectly honest. But let's see what we can do. I probably will be having to use some sort of gradient effect, and we'll see how it goes. I am going to try out a philosophy I picked up from the great Eddie Pittman. Hang on a moment. Oh my gosh! What is up with tonight's stream? The amazing comic artist Bong Redelia is on the stream tonight. Thank you so much for dropping by, sir. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Here's a thumbs up for all of you likers on Facebook. And oh my god. The amazing creator of Jasha Saturna is on the stream tonight. Hey, thank you for dropping by and for the like and for the share. The great Carlo Vergara, thank you so much. Now I'm kind of embarrassed because you all came in at a point where I don't really know what I'm doing. Where am I? Okay, here we go. So as I was saying, I'm going to go with the philosophy of the great comic producer Eddie Pittman, who is a colleague of the amazing Jeff Smith of Bone fame, and that is to just do whatever and see what happens. Okay, let's do our flat first. Let's see how that goes. More of the... Oh no, that's terrible. Okay. Do as much as we can now. We have a broken line somewhere. Anyway, yes, let's do our flat. Edit, fill. Oh no, not that. Like I said, everyone came in when I'm at a point where I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, that's not right. Yes, that's correct. This is what I needed. Now we gotta find... I unfortunately had to deselect that. Oh, this is a tough panel. Why did I... Why did I want to do drama? Why did I want to be artsy for a newspaper comic strip? No one's gonna appreciate it. Am I cat? Did I miss anything? Add that. No, there's a broken line somewhere. Where could you be? Oh, I do need to patch that one. Magic wand. Okay. Missed the spot. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed, everyone. Let's see how this goes. Hey, all right. Okay, what we need to do now, there's only so much I could do with, like, newspaper colors, to be honest. I don't want to use a darker green, so we're going to have to play with... I don't know, when you're looking up at a tree, what is the darkest part? Is it the periphery or the center part? I think it's actually the center part, isn't it? If that's the case, let's change the color to a lighter one. Maybe from the center we just do a weird little gradient and see how that goes. I do need a darker green, don't I? A bit too sourcey, if that's a word. This might be enough, I guess. I'm very hesitant to go with a darker color, considering the newsprint. Actually, the newspaper that publishes my comic, the Manila Bulletin, they've been trying to cut some costs, so they actually haven't been publishing the comics in color. So all of this stuff that I'm going through is probably not even going to pan out in the end. Oh, mistake. Now, for those of you who are wondering if there are any newcomers here, yes, you have noticed that the dialogue is not in the comic strip. I'm one of those who puts the dialogue after the artwork, which is against conventional wisdom. But what that does is it helps me one of the advice that was given to me by my editor, who was the great Ronnie Santiago, who does Baltic and Company and Funny Comics fame with Planet of the Apes, is to have less dialogue. So having to fit my earlier strips pre-newspaper, back when it was just a purely webcomic, was very talky, very dialogue heavy. So that was the not criticism, but advice that Sir Ronnie gave to me to reduce the dialogue. So doing it this way, it forces me to be concise with the dialogue, so I could fit as much as I can with as few words as possible. On the downside, I feel that a lot of the character is well, not a lot, but a little bit of the character is lost. But at least for newspaper publishing, he's right. People read the newspapers, just kind of breeze through the comic strips. There are very few exceptions. Kiko Machine Comics by the amazing Manic Sombrera is very dialogue heavy with a small font. That's another thing. He wanted my font to be larger, so that actually forces me to reduce my dialogue. So this strip in particular would have been a very dialogue heavy comic strip. But I am going to be forced to be very concise with it. I'm actually cheating here. It's a copy and paste panel. Oh, I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Or maybe not. Okay, that's fine. Hey Ruth, thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you for the like. I really appreciate it. Here's a thumbs up for you. Now typically I add the dialogue off stream. So we're going to do a very important step, which is the save. And we'll move on to the next one. This one. I'm actually planning to rewrite the dialogue of this. So those of you who've been with the series since the mid-90s, like 1996, you would recognize this guy who has grown up a bit since then. This is Rednecka, the original main character of Callous Comics. And he is the brother of Dr. Rehan, hence the sort of similar hairstyle. Hey Wilfred Dexter, thank you so much for the share. I really appreciate it. Wow. A lot of you are watching. What time is it? Okay. Anyway, yes. I remember back in those days, Ren would have comic strips of him playing video games, like with the original PlayStation, and so he kind of made a career out of it. Pre-pandemic, his thing was he would, how do I describe it? He would play video games, like something like with World of Warcraft. Like he would build up a character and then sell that character, and that was his main mode of income. His wife Victoria is a school teacher, so she probably makes most of the money in their household. Hey Draken Angelo, thank you for the like. I really appreciate it. Over on Facebook, thank you. Here's a thumbs up for you. So yeah, but during the pandemic, I kind of shifted his because of what I was eventually doing. Also, he shifted his shtick to being a live streamer, a gaming live streamer. And if you're interested, I do stream video games over at a different account on Facebook, but on the same Twitch channel if you're watching there. Yes, on Facebook it would be facebook.com/callouscomicsplays. So do give me a follow there if you're into stuff like that. But yes, Rednecka, he is now a video game live streamer, hence his little setup here. I use him also for my comic strips that deal with fatherhood. I am a father. And he does have 2 kids, Hugo and Audrey. And so he's pretty much a stay-at-home dad while Victoria goes to work in school. Anyway. So you may be wondering, why is he no longer the main character? Well, I went to med school, and one of the things I noted was most of my female classmates had the same hairstyle as one of my secondary characters. It was Rianne, Ren's sister. So I made Rianne the med student, and one thing led to another, and here we are. Dr. Rianne is the main character. Kind of boggles the mind how much has happened since then. Anyway, let's get this ready for newsprint. And why can't I? Okay, image size is what we need. Make it 600 DPI. Yes, we do need to flatten it. At least for now. Image adjustments threshold. So what that does is it gets rid of the... Uh-oh, my scrub zoom isn't working anymore. It's usually a sign that my computer is having some issues. Let's see if we can redo it. Anyway. Alright, so what that does is it gets rid of the anti-aliasing. The downside is we would have a lot of these jagged edges. It becomes... pixelated is not the word, but it's kind of like that. A way around that is to increase my my resolution, hence I increase it up to 600 dpi. And that reduces that effect. If I kept it at, say, the 300 dpi it was at, these lines would be very jagged. We don't want that. Maybe I should close this one first. That'll help free up some resources for Photoshop. Okay, now it's working. There we go. No, not yet. We need to separate our line work, so Control A, C, Control J, Alt this thing, Alt that, Control BI, apply layer mask, right click apply layer mask, and that would have separated our line work. As you can see, we're not the transparent layer. Next, we need to make everything CMYK, don't flatten. And then we are at our line work layer. I need to make that 100% K, so adjustments. We're CMYK already, right? Yeah. Threshold. That should do it automatically. We can confirm it with our information panel. And yes, everything is at 100% K. Go to our background layer, that's where we're going to add our colors. This is going to be a lot of coloring, actually. My scrubby zoom is not working again. Oh, there we go. What? I don't really have much open at all. So I'm wondering why my Photoshop is kind of screwy today. Now, this skin tone actually appears a bit more tanned on newsprint. I don't know why I brought that up. But that was my preference for the characters in this fictional country, at least. Based on my own country. Zoom is not working again. That is odd. Okay, now we need to... One of the things I dread is to choose colors. Sure, I'll give him maybe some jeans. Maybe a gray sweater. I haven't used gray very often. I selected this song? Okay. I can dig it. Oh. Close your lines. The great Gilbert Monsanto always tells us to close our lines. Very good. Ah! I don't know, maybe it's my streaming software that's making things a little slow. That's fine. I haven't even decided what color his gaming chair would be. Did I do that? Well, it's the zoom. The zoom is really screwy today. It's weird. To anyone watching, do any of you actually follow a video game live streamer like Ren here? And if so, who do you watch? Well, my chair is blue, but I don't want to. Okay, fine. Blue chair. Oh wow, my zoom is terrible. What is going on? Okay. There we go, okay. Oh yeah, well, hey Rachel, yeah, you answered my question pretty much. Retro video games. I did stream myself playing an old game. It was my favorite game from the Nintendo era. Uh, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! That was like my favorite game. Leadipus on Twitch. I'll give him a follow. Oh no, that's not Twitch, that's Discord. Twitch, there you go. Leadibus. Is this him? Guy with a beard with a snake? A pink snake? So yeah, give him a follow. Oh, the pink snake is called Barry. Awesome. Let's see what videos he has. Oh wow, Tetris. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Awesome. Final Fantasy X. Classic. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, I gave him a follow. Cool. Alright, your chair, Ren, would be kind of like mine. Oh, my pleasure, Rachel. Oh, I may have done something wrong. That's fine. 1% K, will that be an issue in print? That's fine. Well, we'll find out. Color did they use? Hang on, hang on. Now then, let's take care of the desk. I am partial to the wooden desks. Oh no. Yeah, he has a monitor riser. What color would that be? I guess. Here's a yeah. Coloring computers is a pain because all the computer stuff I have are black. Do I just make everything gray? That is a thing that people do. Make everything kind of monochromatic. Yeah, I think we can do that. Someone does that best. The author of. Oh man, I don't remember. I don't remember I can see the comic in my head. Danielle Corsetto. She does her backgrounds kind of monochromatic with like a single color in different shades for her backgrounds. It's she does it a lot better than I do, that's for sure. Oh shoot. What's the name of her comic? Danielle Corsetto. She doesn't anymore. She did Girls with Slingshots. That's it. Great comic. Again, all this stress with the coloring in this comic. It'll come into play when I eventually put this on a printed book, a printed compilation. But right now, at least for the newspaper, who's going to publish this in black and white, I'm kind of wondering why I'm putting so much stress on coloring. Oh, Elephant Town. You know what? I've never heard of it. I've been that out of it. Have you met her? I've never met Danielle Corsetto. We've never been at a show. I've only been on one show in the U.S., and that's Emerald City Comic Con. So I've never really met her. I met Brad Geiger and oh my goodness. I can't remember some of the other names. She's working on it currently, and she's putting bits on her Insta. Okay, cool. Oh, it's an upcoming comic. Yeah, she does seem super cool. She's been at it a while. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. So when I first penciled this, I was thinking of doing all these weird RGB effects for the inside of his... This is like a see-through panel of his desktop computer. I mean, that's what gamers do nowadays, right? We have all these weird lights. But since I decided to go with this whole sort of kind of monochromatic look to his computer setup, I'll opted against that. That is weird. Okay, how I get my scrubby zoom to work is to zoom out first and then zoom in. That's really weird. I know PewDiePie uses this type of light. I don't. I have like a weird ring light that we use for other things as well. Do you have any upcoming shows you want to plug, Rachel? Alright, if you are in the Bristol area, you head on over to Pride Calf on September 3rd and look for the amazing Rachel Smith over there. As for myself, yes, as I've mentioned, Emerald City Comic Con over in Seattle in the USA. I'll be at its Artist Alley. That'll be from August 16 to 21. And then after that, I'll have Comic-Cat over in October. What was it? I think it's October 29th to 30th, and it'll be in its old venue at Element and Centris. So if you're in Metro Manila and you want to get some cool comics or some fantastic artwork, do head on over there and say hi to me while you're at it. We are almost done with this comic strip. Checking if I missed anything. Zoom's not working again. Because of that, I think... Uh-oh. Come on, computer, let me save this. There we go. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Nice. Save it one more time. Alright, so thank you to everyone who dropped by and checked out my stream. I'll try my very best to do this more often so we can all just chill, hang out, and watch a comic being made. Well, you guys will be watching it, I'll actually be making a comic. So thank you very much, especially to Rachel Smith who stayed for the entire stream. Wow. And to everyone who dropped by, left a like, and shared the stream, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Do follow me on Twitch if you're watching me on Twitch. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, do give me a like, subscribe, and all that jazz. I don't really know how all that works. So thank you very much. Have a pleasant day wherever you are, and stay healthy and stay safe. See you again next time. Bye bye, everyone.